I'm Mary Caton. I'm a sports writer with the Windsor Star, and we're here today with Kevin Hamlin, the head coach of the University of Windsor men's hockey team. The Lancers are ranked 5th nationally, and they're hosting the OUA Championship Saturday night, 8 o'clock at South Windsor Arena against the number 3 ranked McGill-Redmond. This is the first time the Lancers are going to play for the Queen's Cup since I think it's 16 years ago, so it'll be a new experience for most of the team. Kevin, can you kind of run us through what's going right for this team in the playoffs?
Well, a lot of things are coming together, Mary, and we're reaping the benefit right now. I think, even though we've lost some key guys to injuries, we've had other guys step in and play prominent roles within our team. So, it seems cliche right now because, you start to think about all those cliches people say at this time of year, but it really is true. We're very prepared, we're working hard, and we are getting some breaks along the way. So we hope that continues. We're ready for Saturday night and, of course, Nationals next week.
Now, McGill-Redmond, they've won 17 Queen's Cups, I think I looked up, and they're 2 years removed from a national championship. I don't want you to give away the store, but how do you beat a team like that with that kind of history and experience? Well,
we played McGill back in January, and we split with them in Montreal. We're very confident going in. Certainly don't confuse confidence with arrogance because we know how important and how good they are. They are a very good team. But we're the champions of the West, and we're a good team as well. So we're not going to sell ourselves short. We're at home. We're playing in a familiar building, even though they'll have home ice advantage because of their record through the course of the regular season. But Mary, it's one game, and unlike a 4 out of 7 series. We think that we can win this game, and we've got a great game plan, and we hope to execute it on Saturday night.
Now let's talk about a couple of players. One I noticed in the stats is Matt Baldwin, LaSalle native. He had 4 goals in 28 games during the regular season. He's got 5 in 7 games in the playoffs. What's going on with Matty?
Well, you know what? I think by his own admission, he probably had an off year with respect to his offensive production. He took on a leadership role this year, and he's been a great leader for us, and he's produced in other ways, in very meaningful ways. This postseason, he's had opportunity to score some big goals for us, and he's come through. So, Matt's been an invaluable player for us. He was a great recruit out of LaSalle, a captain on their team, and an assistant captain with ours, and certainly one of our leaders.
And you can't talk playoff hockey without talking about your goaltender, Windsor's Parker Van Buskirk. Talk to me about his contribution all season and postseason.
Yeah, Parker, it seems like every year at this time of year, Parker plays his very best. And we're going to need him to play his best this Saturday and next week. But that's what we've come to expect. There's no team that's playing at this time of year without a very good goaltender. So, and we're no exception.
Now, you mentioned earlier, win or lose, the Lancers are moving on to the CIS National Championships next week in Saskatoon. It's something the program's never won, but did appear there in 1999. Just qualifying, Kevin, can you talk about what that means to your program in terms of recruiting?
Well, to be one of 6, Mary, that are still playing at that time of year, and to be on a national stage is truly remarkable. And it certainly is a nice icebreaker when I'm talking to recruits and families that we can now be mentioned in the top 6, and it's not enough for us. It really isn't. We're not happy just going there and competing. We want to win. So I think the story is just beginning, and hopefully I'm back here in a few weeks and we're talking about a new headline.
Now, you have been knocking on the door of qualifying for this for the last couple of years. What's kind of put you over the hump this season?
I think the experience. We have 13 guys in our dressing room right now that have gone through the experience of last year and the year before, where we went right to Game 3 in the West Conference Final to Western and lost that game. Just having been there before, I think helped us out quite a bit. And having said that, I think there's a real interesting uniqueness about uncharted water and not being there, because it keeps everybody alive and excited and anticipating what's next. So it's a real fun environment right now, and we just want it to continue.
Now, there is one interesting note of the teams that have qualified for the 2014 National Championships. Only one has reached that stage with a part-time coach, and that's Kevin Hamlin. Can you talk about the challenges of, and mainly we're talking time to recruit here, because you're a family man and he has a rather demanding job as a high school principal. How do you find the time to recruit to get your program, not just to be competitive, but to excel?
Well, it really is true that you know, if you love what you do, you don't count the hours. You don't spend time thinking about things that aren't important. First and foremost, my family is important, and certainly my day job as a principal of Holy Names Catholic High School is exceptionally important. I've been blessed. I've got a wonderful employer that gives me the opportunity to do things like this. Certainly there are concessions that need to be made at the school level when we go away for a week at a time. So it's important that we have an understanding employer, and over the years we've always had that. And I have a great staff. The coaching staff is truly remarkable, Mary. And I mean, we're all doing it for the love of the game and for what we believe in here at the University of Windsor. We think we have something very special here. We feel that you know, we can do things as a team, and I'm talking about team of coaches, that other teams can't, even though they have full-time coaches. And you know, we work awfully hard at it. I think our team is the most prepared on any given night, and that's you know, a combination of great teamwork at the coaching level. So we have great assistant coaches, and my associate coach Justin Soltz, and certainly John Nelson and Rob Dimitrick have been remarkable this year with respect to the time and effort that they've given to the program and to the guys. And you know, when it comes time to recruit, we do it by committee as well. And you know, I have a great network over throughout the province and in the United States, and we've always seemed to be able to get that one player that maybe some teams have missed. So and then we've gotten some great local talent, as you mentioned. Matt's just one of the local guys that we have on our team. So things are going real well right now, and we just want them to continue.
Well, it's certainly showing on the ice. Kevin, best of luck Saturday night and beyond.
Yeah,
thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.